Hey YouTube, pipe smokers, how are we doing? Wanted to kind of honor Sensical Pipe's recent request, and I kind of went along with some recent videos from Tobacco Row and Vaps about not seeing a lot of pipe smoking videos this summer. I guess people are out and about enjoying the summer, and I guess that's why there hasn't been many pipe smoking videos. So I thought I would try to do something about that a little bit and maybe try to put something together a little more often. I don't know how successful I'll be. It's kind of hard to, have the desire to do a pipe video when I come home from work in the evening. I just want to load up a pipe, sit down and watch pipe videos. I don't want to go through the trouble of making a video and uploading and all that stuff, although it's really not a lot of trouble. Anyway, sitting here enjoying my fern down poker shaped pipe, and with a little Newcastle brown ale. This is one of my favorite English ales. That and Bass ale, I just love that stuff. But what I wanted to talk about was an accidental, serendipitous blending discovery I made. Now, I'm not one normally to go through the trouble of trying to blend different pipe tobacco components together and come up with a blend or anything like that, a mixture that's wonderful. I'm content to let the actual true skilled, experienced tobacco blenders do that, and I'll just buy the product from them. However, I did inadvertently kind of do some blending, and I came across something or created something which I'll probably never be able to duplicate that tastes really good. Now, when I buy pipe tobacco in bulk, I usually store them in like bale top jars like this. Here's I've got, I think 4 8-ounces of luxury bullseye flake in here. This one here, I've got some Bob's chocolate flake, some Gewithnagers Bob chocolate flake. And I store my bulk tobacco in those. And when I want to smoke some of it, I've bought these little containers right here to put small amounts of that bulk tobacco in. Like, for example, this one I use to store Carter Hall in. And this is a little plastic, I guess it's some kind of acrylic container. It's got a little plastic lid on it. It's not an airtight seal or anything like that, but it's got a little bit of a soft seal around the edges, so it's, makes a pretty decent seal. It's not airtight. If you leave tobacco in here long enough, it will dry out, but it won't dry out any faster in this than if, once you open up a tin like this, with this just little plastic pop top seal, this will dry out, eventually too. But these here don't dry out any faster than just, when you open up a tin of tobacco. So it's, I use this to hold, and it'll hold about 2 ounces or 50 grams worth of tobacco. So I use these when I want to have a little bit of my bulk tobacco. I put it in here, this little lid here seals, and it basically holds the equivalent of and seals as equivalently well as, a tin of tobacco does. So one of the bulk tobaccos I have obviously is Carter Hall, and I use Carter Hall mainly to break in new pipes. For example, this fern down. This was an estate pipe, but it had been I don't know, not restored. It really wasn't bad condition, but it had been, the bowl had been reamed and cleaned out, so it was just about down to bare wood, almost, not quite. And the previous owner said he had only smoked it about 10 or 12 times. Excuse me. So it was pretty much kind of broken in, but it needed to rebuild a cake in it. In Carter Hall, that's a Burley blend, is the blend I use to kind of both break in a pipe, a truly new pipe, unsmoked pipe, or get a good starter cake going. So I'll put about 2 ounces in here, and dip in and out of this, you know, when I want to smoke one of my newer pipes like this to build a cake in or break it in. Well, I also have, you know, regular tins of other stuff. You know, here's some frogmort and whatnot. I also have, this is another bulk I was smoking recently. This is McBaron's Vanilla Cream Flake. I was smoking this. So I had that. I had a couple of, you know, 6 or 10 flakes in there. I was smoking a bowl of one of McClelland's Grand Oriental series. And in both of those, the 10 of the Grand Orientals and that Vanilla Cream Flake, I'd gotten down to about less than a bowl worth of leavings behind. You know, it wasn't quite a full bowl left of the Vanilla Cream Flake or that Grand Oriental stuff left to fill a pipe. So I took them and just dumped them, that little bit of leaving, that less than a bowl full, into this small amount left of Carter Hall. And Carter Hall, being a burley, usually makes a pretty good base tobacco to add other stuff to. And I figured, what the hell? Maybe an addition of some Oriental leaf and some, you know, vanilla aromatic to this burley will, you know, make a pleasant addition. So I put it in there and kind of, you know, shook it back and forth to mix it. That was the extent of my mixing. And then I immediately loaded up a pipe. It was this. I did it this morning. This is Brevia. So this little blend I didn't sit more than 30 seconds before I loaded it up in a pipe, and you know, lit it up and fired it up. So it didn't have any time to kind of meld together or anything like that. And remarkably enough, that little off-the-cuff mixture of Carter Hall and a little bit of Vanilla Cream Flake and a little bit of Oriental Leaf tasted fantastic. It was really good. I got that mild nuttiness of the Carter Hall mixed with the little vanilla sweetness of the Vanilla Flake, and then a little bit of that tanginess of the Oriental Leaf. It was a great combination. I really enjoyed it. That's what I'm smoking right now in this Fern Down. It's really nice, guys. The problem is, I don't know what the amounts were, the proportions. I just kind of went, there's less than a bowl of this and less than a bowl of that, and mixed it with, I don't know how many bowls of this Carter Hall was left there, not much. Tossed it for a few seconds, you know. I'll never be able to recreate that mix again, probably those same proportions. And maybe those same proportions aren't really important. Maybe it's just, you know, the combination of, you know, just a little bit of that Oriental Leaf and a little bit of Vanilla Cream Flake with a relatively a lot of Carter Hall. Boom, there you go. And, you know, my mixture. Thought that was interesting, though, how that kind of just, you know, serendipitously out of the blue worked and made something really pleasant. The whole was greater than the sum of the parts type of thing. So I wanted to share that little discovery with you. Well, I hope everyone's been having a good summer. Guess I'll sign off. Take care, guys. See ya.